Yo, what is crack-a-lackin'? It's Nick here with some raw day trading. And today was kind of a midday. It was pretty wild in the morning, and there was some action that was kind of interesting. We're going to get to that right about now. There was a stock offering midday or mid-morning. Basically all these notes that I have are in APVO, and I didn't really make all my money on the APVO. I made a little bit. Lost a little bit on LGHL, just making a couple attempts, but I feel like they were good attempts that I made, and so I'm not even going to focus on it. Right here, I was up $70, and I was looking at this trade here. I was like, this was the circumstance. This was about to close small red, and I was like, maybe it does a little bounce here because it's very light red. I think I'm going to take it. So I take it and I hold it a little bit long. The size was a little bit big and the move was very expanded. Also, it makes a new 5-minute low, which I did not notice. I don't think I noticed. Oh. Okay, so I take a trade here in the 80s. It just keeps going lower. I don't cut it right there. It's hesitating for a second. And I'm being stubborn, and I cut it finally right there. It was a $300 loss, basically. And then it was so wild, but then it wildly just came up here, hits my alert, and I'm like, what's it going to do here? And the swing was just crazy enough to where I was like, okay, I'll buy back in and chase this. And I get slightly more than I lost, $300 winner. Basically a 58 cents winner on 500 shares, which was beautiful. And it does end up going higher. I'm not a part of it, but that was very nice to get that because it was a very tricky stock. And it was honestly a tricky area to trade it in. I timed it. It responded to me, whatever you want to call it. But it was all just right, and I got nice fills, and so I was grateful for that. I didn't really trade it that aggressively after that. I traded with 100 shares, whatever. Won some, lost some, but netted out positive. And then midday, around 10:52, it's kind of hanging up around here around the highs and kind of just going sideways, pops up even higher. Test the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart, which I don't really care too much about, but like with these stocks that are just beaten down so much that they don't really have a daily chart because, even back to recent history, it's just like the moves are just so wide that it's not like 50 or 100% higher. It's like hundreds or thousands of percent higher. And so you can't really even see any differentiation on the daily chart. And, even back to like last year, it's like after all the reverse splits, it goes up to like 1,000 or something. I'll do a video about that at another time. But basically you have this thing, then attacking the highs, and then in less than 10 minutes, it does this thing. And let's watch this because I actually wasn't watching it. I didn't really like it after this. I want to see the order of events here. So it's holding up, 51. It's about to close. Dumps. Yep, news hits the wire of the offering. You get a little second to cut if you're fast. I was about to buy it. Wouldn't have been a great trade. Does a 10-minute halt. Opens. Halts down again. Opens. I think it halts down again. And then, but hesitates this time at around 5. And then as it hesitates, you were kind of able to like buy back in, and you opened higher. I don't know if I have that on here. KWE was another name, but here's the like opened slightly higher and then sold off and then got bought back up like right here. So a little bit of a wild name. A little bit after it started moving crazy like that, I was just like, nope, not for me. I had only like 150 shares, 50 shares in the halting areas, 100 shares in the non-halting areas. It just seemed too risky for me. It was moving. I mean, if you got caught in this haul, it went from 12, maybe 15 to $10, so a $2 move, about 20-ish%. This thing moved from opened at 890, halted down at just under 7, and this one opened at, you know, at 7 basically, halts down at 5. And if you were to hesitate on any of these a little bit too long, you would have been caught holding mucho bag. And so, not really my bag, not really my jam. Anyways, I made most of my money on this stock, RYDE. Didn't trade it fantastic. I had a couple of choice trades around here as it was under VWAP, and it was a little chiller. As it started to open up, I had trouble trusting it and, kind of jumping in successfully. I did keep jumping in. It's just I wasn't doing it successfully. And then by the time I sized up, the move was kind of over, and so I just backed off. So I didn't get back all my money. And that was it. Tomorrow is a day off, so I'm not going to be here. And I will catch you guys later. Remember, day trading is risky. Don't do this at home. I've been doing it for 5 years. It's still really difficult for me. And that's all. It's not a recommendation to buy or sell anything. Purely for entertainment purposes only. Do not recommend this for anybody. Goodbye.